In 2012, a fisherman named José Salvador Alvarenga made the longest solo journey across the ocean in recorded history, surviving for 438 days. In this story, we'll explore how one man managed to stay alive at sea for so long, what scientific and biological factors helped him survive, and the unimaginable challenges he faced. On the 18th of November 2012, José Salvador Alvarenga, an experienced Salvadoran fisherman, set out on a fishing expedition from Paredon, Chiapas, Mexico. His boat? A small fiberglass vessel. His companion? A 22-year-old novice, Ezequiel Cordoba, hired just at the last minute. It was supposed to be a simple trip, just one day out at sea. Their plan? To venture 120 kilometers off the coast, to catch sharks and big fish. But the boat was only 7 meters long. No GPS, no emergency beacon, no shelter, just limited food, an icebox, and basic fishing gear. Only hours into their journey, they struck gold, nearly 500 kilograms of fish. But then the weather turned. A severe tropical storm hit them hard. Ferocious winds, violent waves, and in minutes, their GPS and radio were destroyed. Soon after, the engine failed, likely from saltwater damage. Stranded, powerless, lost. With no sign of rescue, the two men realized they were drifting into the unknown. They had only a little food, a bit of drinking water, and a few fishing tools. For the first few days, they survived on canned food and fresh water. But once it ran out, survival got real. José began catching fish, turtles, even birds. They ate them raw because there was no way to cook, no fire, no heat. It was primitive survival, guided by pure instinct. For drinking water, José relied on rain. He collected it carefully, because seawater, with its salt, would only worsen dehydration. The human body can only survive 3 to 5 days without water. Without hydration comes kidney failure and death. But sometimes, there was no rain for weeks. In those dark times, he drank the blood of birds and fish just to stay alive. Every morning began with a new pain, not just hunger, but agony, physical, emotional, and mental. And yet, José had only one mission: to survive. But Ezequiel couldn't bear it. He refused to eat raw fish, refused to drink animal blood. His body weakened. His spirit broke. After nearly 4 weeks, Ezequiel gave up the fight. José held his friend's body for 6 days, before finally releasing it to the ocean. And then came the loneliness, the silence of the sea, the emptiness of the sky, the vastness of 360 degrees of nothing. Long-term isolation attacked his mental health. He battled hallucinations, anxiety, depression. Research shows extended solitude increases stress hormones, weakens thinking, and breaks down decision-making. But José somehow stayed resilient. With no compass, no GPS, José turned to nature to guide him. He studied the rising and setting sun, tracked the phases of the moon, and used the stars to navigate. He watched how the ocean flowed, sensed the direction of the currents. The Pacific Ocean's mighty north equatorial current dragged his tiny boat across its endless stretch east to west, whether he liked it or not. After 14 months, José was found. He had drifted across thousands of kilometers and landed on the Marshall Islands. His body was weak, fragile, worn. He was severely dehydrated, malnourished, suffering from vitamin deficiencies and muscle loss. The salt water, the tropical sun, had damaged his skin. He even had eye infections, a common result of too much sun and seawater. Doctors admitted him immediately, treated his wounds, and fed his soul. And slowly, very slowly, he came back to life. Some doubted his story, but oceanographic drift models, weather data, and his physical state proved it all true. His incredible journey was later documented in a book, 438 Days. José Salvador Alvarenga's survival isn't just a tale of endurance. It's a tribute to the unbreakable human spirit. It proves that when science, instinct, and the will to live collide, the impossible becomes real. Survival is not just about bravery. It's about adaptation, biology, and understanding nature itself.